and get acquainted with the equipment. I'm going to act like you guys are brand new. Whether you've been practicing or not, I think it's always good to start from the beginning, and then we'll go from there. And I'll make little adjustments along the way. So I make this particular design. It's called AYRx Yoga Swing, Aerial Yoga RX. AYRx is the new branding, logo, acronym to give it more of a distinction of not just an aerial program or a yoga program or a fitness program, but more of the RX version of it, which is my particular passion, which is bringing more healing to the body. And when we talk about healing the body, it's really about creating more space. We're going to create as much openness and alignment as possible for the body to naturally come into its optimal state. Okay, so a lot of what we do with the swing, you don't even need to know what is going on. You'll just feel better. Or you might feel like a little nauseous and like your body's detoxing because we're really hitting some major systems of the body, like the lymph system and the endocrine system. All of these strong impacts that are very powerful at healing the body. I'll go into more explanation and detail in some of the more advanced classes. But for now, we're just wanting to have fun, right? So aerial yoga play is the practice, and aerial yoga RX is the Therapeutix. It just so happens that this week we're focusing more on the Therapeutix, so you're going to hear a lot of details about upper body, lower body, spine, all of that good stuff. So give me a little feedback about your body scan and what you found, and is there anything in particular that you guys want to focus on for tonight? We get to make it your own. Let's just start with upper body. Anybody want to focus on upper body? 1, 2, 3, maybe? Who wants to focus on lower body? Anybody want to focus on lower body? 1, 2. You can focus on both. It's okay. Okay. Who wants to focus on the whole body and everything? Everybody loves the whole body. Yay! Whole body it is for the I love the whole body. So we're going to actually start standing. So this is really cool. And what we're going to do is discover the equipment. So these swings are super stretchy. Everything spreads out. So just take a moment to get acquainted with your new friend here. I make these swings as comfortable and as gentle on the skin and on the joints as possible, but just like everything, you have to get used to it because it is new. It's a cotton lycra blend, and that is much more kind to the surface of the skin, so there'll be less that kind of biting or rashy, pinchy feel. That's right, pinchy. And then the leg loops spread out as well, so there will be pressure on points of the body that are very sensitive, like the underarms and the hips and the knees. But this is actually working the lymph system and working like acupressure points. So you're getting your chiropractic, your massage, your acupuncture, massage, like all the therapies all in one. But it is intense, so be gentle with yourself and take frequent breaks. And the static part of the swing are the handholds, which means these don't stretch. You need something static, and everything's reinforced with this really strong webbing. So main swing, 2 handholds, 2 leg loops. Okay, and the position of them, I make these daisy chains as well, where you can bring the position up and down, and so I will adjust this for you. I prefer that I or Selena adjust everything just for safety. It's not that we don't believe in you, it's just that like for the studio, we'll bring it up and down just in case. So that's always really an important factor. And then what we're going to do is discover our handholds to begin. So this is what I call the full body stretch. And we'll do some of the standing poses to begin. Now usually what I want to do is stand right underneath my plumb line. That's where the eye hooks are in the ceiling, and make sure that I'm in the center of the mat. Perfect. Really good. And then from here, what I'm going to do is turn my hold into a wrist wrap. So the wrist wrap is when I let the handhold be around the wrists, and then I'm going to wrap and grab with my hands, with my fingers. So I need to adjust my swing. So of course my swing's not even correct. It's because this is actually Selena's swing. So I'm like, Selena, what's happening here? But sometimes you have to go, see if you notice the ceiling is on an angle, which is no problem. So we can bring one side up or one side down to try to make it a little bit more even. We might be like in between, which is sometimes the case, and then I can just put like a little knot in it. But what we want to do is make sure that it feels somewhat even to hang by our handholds. So you know what I mean by even? Do your shoulders feel even? Can you drop your knees and hang a little bit? So sometimes I'll put a little knot there if it feels like it's not quite even. So you guys can hang. So bend your knees, drop and hang. Make sure that your handholds feel somewhat even, because we are playing with this special ceiling situation. So sometimes we have to make a little adjustments here and there. Everybody feel good? Does anybody need me to move their swing up and down?
It's about as low as I can go. Is that's all right?
Okay. Yeah. Okay, let's try that. So I am in particularly a stickler about perfect alignment, as you can imagine. Oh, it's too cool. Okay, great. So what we're going to do now is let our body hang. So we're going to hold on to our wrist wrap, bend our knees, and if you can, come even into a sumo squat. You don't have to be bent a lot. I can bring that down for you if you want. Selena, you want to bring her swing down one? Just so she has some room. Everybody else feel like you can bend your knees and sumo a little bit wider? Yeah, I feel like a sumo. There you go. So what we're doing in this pose is we're stretching the shoulders. Everybody feel that? Is everybody okay with the shoulder stretch? We're stretching the wrists. We're even working our hands and our hand muscles. And then we're just letting our hips drop. So then we're really getting into the whole side body. We're getting into the lower back. And we can even give the legs a little bit of a stretch. So this is my favorite position for the full body hang. Feels so good. And then whenever we get tired, we're going to come back up. We're going to give our hands a little shake. Is your music playing sometimes?
Just to turn it down for you to
So
speak.
the chair has to be...
Is it here?
Yeah, we'll just